hypnotherapy. Today I'm talking about freeing yourself from the beliefs that you carry with you. We tend to collect beliefs from very early on in childhood, and then these beliefs are with us, part of us. We assume that they're the truth of us. You may think, oh, I'm not brave enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm really stupid in math. Any of those are beliefs that you have picked up in childhood and are not necessarily the truth at all. So when you look at your life and you want to set yourself free from these self-limiting beliefs, you need to first look at the patterns that you have created in your life, and those are your clues to how and what beliefs you've collected over the years. I want to tell you a personal story that I think illustrates how kids with their magical thinking collect beliefs that then influence them sometimes for the rest of their lives. For many, many years, as a young adult and as an adult, I had a feeling that I have done something wrong, that I'm fraud and that I'm going to be found out. It was a terrible feeling to walk around with, and it permeated really every area of my life, whether my schooling days, I did very well in school, but I always had this suspicion that maybe the lesson was too easy or the test was just too simple, and really that's not the true me that is performing so well and doing so well in school. So I couldn't really rejoice in my accomplishments, and I couldn't figure out where that feeling comes from. I couldn't remember anything that I truly did wrong. Had no recollection of that, but that was the sense that I was walking around with. During a hypnosis session some years ago, I was taken back to an event in childhood, and truly the event is not important. What was important is the connection I made. And I remembered that I was raised as a boy. I was the firstborn child in the family, the first granddaughter raised as a grandson. And for whatever reason, my parents, my family, everybody bought into this game. I was dressed as a male. I was spoken to as if I was a boy. And while I knew at some point that this was just not true, I did participate in that game. It was expected of me, and I fulfilled that expectation. I think the highlight of that misconception was outlined for me. We were traveling to the Far East. I was with my parents, and we were going through border and passport control in Nepal. And then the security guards from passport control were running after us, and they were very upset because they said that a boy entered the country on a girl's passport. You can't imagine how embarrassed I was, the shame that I felt, how terrible it made me feel. Of course, they established that I was a girl. I was actually searched. And when we went back to Israel, where I was living at the time, I was preteen. Really, it was impossible at that point to ignore the fact that I was a girl and not a boy. And I rebelled against the family, and at some point I grew my hair long and I was dressed very feminine. I really changed that, and I thought I fixed it, but I didn't. I still carry the belief in me that I'm not who I pretend to be, because for so many years I pretended to be somebody I was not. So it took some work and hypnosis and reflection and awareness, and I do not have this feeling within me anymore. Not at all. I feel balanced and calm. But you can see how as a child, and this was a dramatic example, but a child in school during a math test or a math lesson, and the teacher may say something along the lines, oh, you're never going to get this math. And that's it. It is set in the child's mind that they are never going to get math. And they can go for years and years after that not doing very well on math tests and in math classes because they believe they don't get math. They were told they don't get math. And they assimilated that belief until it became the absolute truth from themselves. And you can see that in many areas of your life. If you look back at things you were told as a child, at things you believed as a child, and how these things still influence you. To this day, transforming your beliefs can truly free yourself to be the full person that you are, achieving your full potential. So in the next video, I will take you through the steps to help you do exactly that and achieve freedom in your life.